Dozens of mothers spent the morning outside Seven Studios in Sydney to show their support for breastfeeding in public. The demonstration was organised after Sunrise host David KOCHIE said mothers who breastfeed in public should be discreet. But organisers of the nurse-in say mothers shouldn't be made to feel ashamed about feeding their babies.
G'day, Jan, Robbo here. We're at the centre of it all, where it all began, the Breastfeeding Island Aquatic Centre. Just here with a young lady that caused a bit of ripple effect, shall we say, with all the water and stuff. Yeah, how you going? Sweet. So, do you want to tell us what really happened? Obviously, you didn't get kicked out of the whole centre. You just asked to get out of the pool. Sweet. So you're standing in the shallow end or something, or sitting with your legs on the side?
I was sitting on the ledge, my legs were in the water. I was feeding Dory, the lady came and told me that I needed to either feed her in the baby change room or sit in a secluded area and cover after the tent. Okay,
so you asked to go sit in the mother's room or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, well,
there's
toilets, yeah.
There was no mother's room.
Sit in the dunny, love, off you go. That's pretty rough, eh? Now, was this chick like a manager or anything? Do you know if she was like the owner of the place?
No.
No, wasn't a manager or anything like that, or? Don't know, alright. Oh yeah, we can't really judge her. She may just have a personal issue. You know, there are things, it's one of the most natural things. Obviously you haven't clued yourself up on the issue. We're talking about breastfeeding in public. You know, she paid her fee to get in there. She should be able to do what she wants, eh? I mean, I pee in the pool, you know. Sweet, so basically after you got asked to get up and walk yourself into the dunnies to feed your baby here, what, did she insist? Did you just say, no, I don't have to, or?
I told her that I was sure that it was illegal for her to tell me to stop feeding, but she told me that it was a very grey area in the law, and that she had to insist that I refrain from feeding out in the open because I was offending other patrons.
Wow, what's a lawyer doing working in a pool, eh? It's a bit weird. Alright, so what happened then? You obviously got a bit upset. Obviously we know how you were feeling. What were you actually thinking? Like, obviously you know your rights, you know, as a mum to do that whole, you know, breastfeeding thing. You know, what were you thinking then?
Well, basically I wanted to know if it was actually illegal or not, so I did a lot of research and spoke to a lot of my family and friends about it, and decided that it was definitely discrimination against myself as a breastfeeding mum.
You know, we want to get down to the whole rights of it. You know, you're allowed to do it wherever you want, and I think, I mean, it's another side issue to the media and all those girly mags that you ladies sometimes like to read. You know, they make the boobs into something sexual. You know, they're not natural anymore, and we're seen to see them as sexual. So, oh, we must cover that up because it's sexually explicit. You know, something that natural and all that. You know, show them, let them fly. You know, let those puppies free. That's what they're here for, eh? Alright, sweet. Well, look, I don't know about you guys, but I threw my telly out the window about 3 months ago. I just don't watch morning TV anymore. It's just the same crap. They're trying to sell you stuff, and their sort of agenda. You got to remember, they're all puppets. And I heard this KOCHIE dude said something. Did you hear about what he said on the telly, or?
Yeah, I did hear it. I still hear him in my ears after my computer.
Oh, so you're actually on telly?
Yeah.
And you had a thing in your ear.
Yeah.
And he went and, what did he say then? I don't want to quote, unquote wrong and all that, eh?
You know, I think that's fair enough.
To
say, hey, can you be a bit discreeter? Sort of go up on the grass or something like that.
Really?
Let us know what you think on that. Yeah,
all the boys are nodding here. I don't agree. I think if you want to breastfeed on the side of the pool, you should be allowed.
No, not in high traffic areas. And I know, ladies, I wondered whether she should have been more discreet. I totally agree with breastfeeding in public, but I think you've got to be a bit classy about it. That feet on the edge of the pool isn't discreet enough.
Really?
Like, that's why you have mothers all move back. That's a high traffic area. I can understand how people were uncomfortable with it in such a high-profile place.
I think what you're talking about, KOCHIE, is getting into dangerous ground because
Breastfeeding advocates have protested outside the Sydney studio of the 7 Network's Sunrise program over comments made by host David Koch.
I think that it is enabling the staff and people that have a very narrow-minded view about this. It needs to be remembered that in Australia, every woman has a legal right to breastfeed. Yep. I don't see how this woman, though, was violating that. That's where you and I would disagree. She was at a pool. There would have been plenty of breasts on display, and no one took issue with that.
I agree. Like, I would definitely not be offended if I was swimming and I saw a lady breastfeeding. I think most women, on the whole, are very respectful of everyone around them, and
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Very few lactating women want to expose themselves.
I know. But that's why I have never seen anyone do it in a high traffic area of a pool, a public place like that.
Remember, KOCHIE, it's a swimming pool. It's not a restaurant, and your daughter's being discreet at a restaurant, I think, is fantastic, and I think most women do.
And at the beach they are too.
But at the beach and in those kind of family environments where there's children everywhere, everybody's used to that kind of thing, I think it's appropriate. I mean, yes, be discreet, but I think she was. I mean, she was being appropriately discreet.
Breastfeeding or any kind of feeding our children is just something very normal and natural and something that needs to be done, and nothing dirty or shameful that needs to be hidden away. We're not here to start a fight or really be anti-KOCHIE. We just thought, you know, he's given this platform to speak, so, you know, we're going to come and speak here as well and show that we're not doing anything outlandish or scary or big or crazy. We're just feeding our children, which is, you know, the most important thing.
Oh, what a dude. Oh, my tip would be that this puppet should just read the auto cue that he gets paid too much to read, eh? Like, the second they open their mouth and try to think or have their own little personal agenda, this is what happens, right? So anyway, the country's gone up in arms against this squashy guy. And what are your thoughts? I mean, do you think that someone in that kind of personal, public, I should say, public position should be saying things like that to Australia?
I think you should be careful because we have a certain amount of influence on how people are going to take the story in and how they're going to form their own opinions.
Sweet. Well, apparently KOCHIE did say a few things, like she should move to the grass, which if you want to have a quick look over there, cameraman, there's no shade over there, eh? It's just grass. Alright? So, you know, mate, someone obviously in that position should do their research a little better. And I think he rides one of them little scooters, you know, and like he wants people to give him respect on the street in his little 50cc scooter, you know. And what about, there's a horse issue that I brought up a little while back, to give people on the road riding horses a bit of respect, and the cars shouldn't beep them or try to chase them off the road. That's the law, mate, you know. So this lady has the law on her side. She's allowed to do what she wants. And what did you think about this guy in his public position saying certain things? What do you think about that?
I think
Speak up, love. The whole country's listening. Here we go. 100,000 views on this. I can see it. Tell us what you think. Come on.
I think being such a public figure, he should be careful about how he says.
Oh yeah, there's a spider.
A certain amount of influence on people.
I don't want to hear that.
And he's kind of part of telling the story, and how he tells it will influence how they form their own opinion.
Yeah. So you think that he, you know, being in that position, they've got a lot of people that take his ideas and his way of life and his, you know, mentality. They take that in and keep rolling with it, even if it's wrong. Sorry, that was a bit of a long question. I confused myself though. Bloody hell.
I guess my message would be that we have a right to choose how, when and where we want to feed our babies, and nobody can tell us otherwise. And it is breaking anti-discrimination laws, so we should be able to stand up for it.
Yeah, that's right. I reckon our rights are getting cut away by the old government and the media day by day, cut away at our little way of life. And you know, if mothers aren't allowed to do the most natural thing, and you know what, they're going to try and tax breast milk next. You know, what's going on there? Well, yeah, my message too to Australia is, look, if you're a mum, do whatever you like. If you're not the mother of that kid, stay the hell out of it. You know, if you see a mother yelling at a kid at the shops, just let her do it, you know. It's her way to do things, you know. It's nothing to do with you. And I'm pretty upset that some dude in the public eye, with such great respect from people, which many would argue that is undeserved. But, you know, he started off as the finance guy and now he's in there telling bad jokes. If I was you, turn the telly off, see how you feel for a week. You know, get the real news off YouTube and newspapers, and just trust how you feel about stuff, you know. You know, go out, do what you're going to do anyway, and don't let anyone bother you. You know, the young girl here was doing something that she felt natural, she felt rightfully allowed to do, which she was, and that cuts deep, you know. That really hurts when you're allowed to do something that you're fully been told you can, you know. So, people power, folks. There's the whole story. Sweet, swim time. Woo.